Today we all know why we're here. We came for the investiture of Prince GAFAR, though he doesn't want to be addressed as Prince. He's a prince. A part of your kingdom, a part of kingdom in your state. But I don't call him Prince per se. I call him Marse because he has acquired Igbo title. Whether he likes it or not, we gave it to him. And also, you are welcome to the inauguration of EXCO of consequence. I call them EXCO of consequence because this current EXCO is filled with men of consequence, men that are devoid of tract, men that would recognize the next man as a brother or sister, and then we work together to break the yoke of ethnicity. You are all welcome. God bless you. From there, I will just be going right away. There's a shift. I'll be giving my valedictory speech. I also, on this note, stand on the existing protocols. I am not going to read it. I'm just going to speak to the speech. We all have it. We thank God for today.
The valedictory speech of the IBC is on page 10 and 11 of the program.
All right, thank you. We thank God today because today is a day that He has made. One of the slogans we have in LMDS is that when a young man starts bubbling, we will ask him to wait for his turn. And today has come. It's the turn of Prince GAFAR, the master. Few things we're going to look at is a report of my chairmanship. That's for the last 12 months. Things that we have done. Things that we have put in place. The first is that we have two major meetings, though there are also ad hoc. The EXCO meeting and the general meetings. At the EXCO, we take major decisions, and then we report back to the House. And then we also have ad hoc, like emergency meetings and EGMs. Those meetings, as of today, we completed 12 sections in each of those segments. Council visit. We also made several visits to places and people that we have at heart. One of the visits was that of the 57th president. We also visited the president of CITN, who is also seated here today. All the visits were very useful. Conferences. One thing that keeps any professional setting going includes conferences and workshops. We participated fully in all of them. The annual accountant conference. We participated in all the zonal accountant conferences. The West, the East, the South, the North, the Western, we participated. Catch Them Young. Now, Catch Them Young is one of the objective that is at the very heart of the Institute. We also conducted some tertiary institutions, others were at the secondary level, and they were very useful. On that note, we also recommended those that have first class and best at their schools. We recommended them for ICANN scholarship. 10 of them we were able to recognize and recommended this chairmanship here. New membership. From our records, we have about 56 members, new members who join us during this chairmanship period. Presidential visitation. On the 27th of April, we hosted the president. Though naturally, each time the president visits us, we have two places in mind. One educational institute and another corporate organization. But this year, we were not able to visit any corporate organization. That was because of the president's request. On that same day, she was having a wake-up of her senior sister. So we visited, he visited us, and then we went to Trinity University. It was also a very, very useful outing. Bereavement. As people give birth, people are also taking their exit. In this chairmanship here, we have two members who took their exit. One Oladekupo, Fatuga FCA, and then Ethan Godwin Nse also took their exit from the face of the earth. Workshop. We thrived in this area and we look at ourselves and say we have done well. We organized a lot of workshops. In some states of Nigeria, though some of these was about bringing us trouble, but we weathered the storm. And we also took workshop right outside the shore of this country. I'm sure that is the first time. Membership workshop and membership training was well conducted. District building project. This is one of the projects that every chairman, or all the chairmen from 1st to 27th has strived to see how we can conclude. As of today, we have not been able. But serious effort has been made. And on this, we recognize all the past chairmen who have struggled in one way or the other to see that we have a building. Because each effort is like laying your own block upon the old foundation. We are saying to all the chairmen, those present, those who joined us virtually, thank you for your efforts. We also nurtured and wanted by all means to float a chapter, and that is Nigerian Army School of Finance and Administration, NASFA. We had done the first presentation and they told us some of the things that are lacking. We went back, we liaised with the commandant of that school. Right now they are putting one or two things in place, and I'm sure in this current chairmanship, it will be actualized. Award. We participated in annual accountant conference and we received an award. For the second largest contingent, that has not been won before in earlier years in the past 26 years. On the performance award, there are people that partner with us. There are also organizations that has also done well in this regard. So the award is in two categories. The consultant, Signal House Consulting Limited, was awarded the best consultant. Moyesta Global, and a consultant at Ibadan, but belong to us. Also, the second best consultant. Near Money Consulting was also the third. In the individual category, Okwa Barrister Chidi Isaac Ekweno was the best supporting partner. This man is in his 90s. Mrs. Uchum Nenea Uma Onyemina, also the best supporting council member in this chairmanship here. We have Chief Henry, also supported me very well, a family member. And on the EXCO, this year we also saw that we give, in the previous years, we give awards to others without recognizing those who have also helped us. The chairman that is coming in today supported me faithfully. We speak at all times. And sometimes late in the night, we are still talking on how LMDS will move forward or should move forward. So that is Prince Mazi GAFAR AKANNI, FCA, the best supporting member of the chairmanship. And I also have another person. Apology, this is not to say that all the members of EXCO have not worked faithfully. But in each class, somebody must come first. Shobowale Akindele, we call Baba Show, also was given an award. And then we have 3 secretarial staff, also in the class of 3. Somebody must come first. The lady that's just walking out is Mrs. Wura Oladikopo, was also given an award for excellent performance. Took initiative in some areas that benefited LMDS. At the AGM, okay, before that, district election, we appointed electoral commissioners, headed by Reverend Olatunde Ayadi as the head. Members are listed there: Grace Obonaya, Alaji Momo, Abud Karim, Emmanuel Gunjimo, Tom Etienne Bassi were the member of that committee. While we were appointing these people, we looked at the geographical spread. We looked at contribution during meetings and activities. We also looked at their financial standings, and they were appointed. At the end of the day, they conducted an election that saw the current EXCO through. Annual general meeting. At the annual general meeting, the following people emerged: GAFAR as the chairman, Mr. Ahmad Sofiu, vice chairman, Ini Iso James, deputy vice chairman, and myself, now the IPC. Aziz Oyegula, general secretary, Helene Okoria, treasurer, Oliver Anoro, financial secretary, Amos Tomemewo, technical secretary, Antonio Wadia, Akindele Shobowale, social welfare and publicity secretary, Antonio Wadia, membership secretary, Fauza Anamashao, Mrs. Assistant General Secretary, Samson Oyegoke, as official, and Taiwo Alabi, as official. And we'll have the 14th person, Mrs. Florence Ogunyamojo, as this one representative. Performance summary. We didn't want to talk much. The Bible said, if all the miracles of Jesus were written in the book, maybe each person will use trailer to carry his own Bible. And again, we were told that let the handwork of God declare his majesty. Some of the things that we did, number one, the second largest contingent award at the 51st annual conference. The earlier years, in this tenure, we took workshop to Kigali. We also took another one to Dubai. And as I'm talking to you, we have planned another one that's going to be between 23 and 27 July to be held in Kigali again. That is Rwanda. We have another one that is coming that will be holding in Kenya. Also, the district appointed the electoral commissioners who conducted the election that we have never seen the type before. For a decade or more, this is the first time election is declared fair and free and fair, without anybody pointing accusing finger. Also, in this regime, we have our finance was in good standing. A lot of things that were done before that we consider not right, we wrote them off. Our financials were on the increase. The fear that we're not able to run, God helped us. We also institutionalized things were what we hear in the past was chairman's prerogative. We destroyed that. The chairman is running with the EXCO. Today we are doing investiture of Prince GAFAR, and the inauguration of his EXCOs is a committee. It's not a one-man show. So we institutionalize those things that bring problems. And that's one of the reasons we fared well. Also, let me just stop there on that note. And let me also say that in this chairmanship year, from the beginning to the end, no one had anybody quarrel. We were friends. And so we said that it is no longer just the EXCO, but committee of friends. Men that eat together, drink together, and then laugh together. And that's what we are right now. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I want to say thank you to all those that supported us. The EXCO, my friends, I'm going to be missing you people. If I'm a woman, I think I should be crying by now. I should be crying by now. Because, although I'm still in the EXCO anyway, the secretariat staff, Mr. Gode Akpobio, Ezekiel Damilos, and Wura Oladipupo. You guys were there. Sorry I didn't give 3 of you award, because award belongs to one. Well, you have done very, very well. the past chairman, my leader, who is also representing the president of ICANN today, Chief Pastor Emmanuel Nwobodo, a father indeed. Chief Oye, forgive me, we call him Oye Oye. He told me he will support me 100%, and that is what he did. My Oga Omini, Yaya, he told me he will support me 100%, and there is nothing we did that he didn't show up. At this point, I also want to recognize Chief DCS Alaribe, who brought me to LMDS through his many stories. He visited my school and told stories upon stories, and I became interested in district affairs. I also want to recognize Chief Rafanama, who interviewed me, and I was recruited into EXCO of LMDS. And many other past chairmen, Reverend Ayadi, who conducted for me the best election for now. But I'm thinking that this current year, election will also be very, very free and fair. Every other person, those who cheered me up, those who supported me financially, those who supported me morally, those who gave me advice, those who motivated me, I am saying thank you. God bless you. In Jesus' name.